get domestic plants. Yes. So what are wild plants and what are domestic plants, children? See children, the plants which are around our house, on the roads and in the forest, they are called wild plants. Yes, they are called wild plants. And the plants which are grown in our house, the plants which are grown in our house and in our kitchen garden, they are called domestic plants. They are wild plants and these are domestic plants. The plants which are growing in our home, we are taking care of them. We are giving water for them and we are giving manures to them to grow. So we are taking care of them. So they are called what? Domestic plants. The plants which are grown by their own, the plants which are grown by their own, they are wild plants. So wild plants are also useful for us, children. The wild plants are also useful for us. So many animals are feeding by these wild plants. Yes. So these animals, they depend on these plants. And also these plants, they will give us oxygen. They will give us oxygen. They will give. So we are getting so many materials from these wild plants. Yes. Take rubber like this. We are getting so many materials like from the wild plants. So these are also useful plants. These wild plants are also useful for us. So we have learned what are wild plants and what are domestic plants. In our previous class we have discussed. So today, children, we are going to discuss plants on land. Plants on land. What is our topic today? Plants on land. So plants on land. What are the plants which are present on the land called? What are these plants called which are on the land? They are called terrestrial plants. What do we call them? Terrestrial plants. These are called terrestrial plants which are present on the land. The plants which are present on the land, they are called what? Terrestrial land. So see here children, where you find the plants? Where you find the plants? Yes, usually you will say we find plants on different areas. Teacher, you will find we find plants in our home and in different places we can find. Teacher, he will say. So today we will see what are the different places you can find the plants. Okay, children. So tell me, children, have you ever been to desert? Have you ever been to desert? You know, Thar desert, where you can find so much of soil there. You cannot find water and it is very hot. It will be very hot. What type of plants can you find in the desert area? And how the plants will grow in the mountain areas, in the slopey areas, and how the plants will grow in the plain areas. What are the features they are having, children? Yes, see here children, the plants they will grow in desert areas and also mountains, plains and also sea coast, swampy areas and like that the plants will grow. In these areas the plants will grow. For why these plants are growing in this particular desert only? So desert areas, can you find all plants in the desert area? Can you say me one plant name? Yes, you can find cactus. You can find cactus. See here children. This is a cactus plant. This plant mostly you can find in the desert areas. You cannot find other plants. You cannot find other plants in the desert area. So why you cannot find other plants in the desert area? Why only you find cactus plants? Why? Can you say? So these other plants like what you know the plants like neem, banyan and also mango tree. These plants they will not grow in the desert area. This cactus plant, why it is growing in that particular desert means this cactus is having some special features. It does not need water to grow. So this neem, banyan and all other trees, they need water. Yes, they need water to grow. But this cactus, it is having special features. Without water also it can grow. So let us discuss some places which plants are having special features to grow in that special place. mountains, plains and deserts, and also sea coast, swampy areas. These are the places in which the plants are having different features to grow in that particular place. So let us see what are the plants that will grow in the mountains, children. So mountains, you can see the pine trees and also spruce, children. If you search in the Google, you will get the image of that spruce and also pine trees. If you don't know, please search it in the Google. Okay, children. So these most probably you can see pine and spruce plants in these mountain areas. Why they will grow in these mountain areas? How they look like? How does this pine and spruce? So how they look like, children? So the plants which are present in the mountain areas, in the hill areas, they will have they will be conical in shape. The plants they look like conical shape. You know, children, like this they will be the plants they will be like this in the mountain areas. In the mountain areas, the plants will be in the conical shape. Why they are in conical shape? What is the use of this conical shape? Means the leaves will be in the needle shape. The plants are conical shape. And also leaves are needle shape. So these plants, what are the special features they are having? So plants, they are in conical shape, and also leaves, they will be in the needle shape. So that what will happen in the mountain areas, you can find snow there. What you find in the mountain areas, the snow will fall all the time in the mountain areas. So what will happen if the snow falls in these plants? On the plants, what will happen if the snow falls? Means the plants will get spoiled. If the snow falls on a tree, what will happen? The snow it will remain on the plant, and the plant will get spoiled. The leaves will get spoiled. So to avoid this, these trees, they are in conical shape, and the leaves are in needle shape. So what will happen if the snow falls? Means the snow will not remain constant on the tree. The leaves which are in needle shape, they will remove the snow will fall downside. The snow will fall downside, and this conical shape of the plants helps the plant to deposit the snow unless to remain on the plant. If it remains on the plant, also they shed their leaves in the particular season. They shed their leaves in the particular season. So they can survive in the plain areas. So they can survive in the plain areas. And in the desert areas, what plants you can find in the desert areas? Yes, I said you the cactus. You can find in the cactus plants you can find in the desert areas. Why they are in the desert areas? Why? What are the special features they are having to survive in the desert areas means children? So these cactus plants they have spines on them. They have spines on their stems. They are having spines on their stems. These cactus plants they don't have leaves. They have only the stems. These stems are filled with water. So usually they don't have leaves. They have spines on them. To reduce the water loss. From the stems, the leaves are reduced into spines. To avoid the water loss from the stems, these leaves are reduced into spines. So we can't find leaves for the cactus plant because the stems are filled with water. They can survive only in the desert. For in our homes you can see the cactus plants. We'll grow the cactus plants, right? So there are different types of cactus plants, children. For example, see here. This is a cactus plant. You can find fruits on them. Yes, you can find fruits on them. These green like structures are there. No, this green. There are not leaves, children. There are stems. They filled with water. Water. See here, children. You can see here cactus plant. So this is a cactus plant. The stems are filled. You can see the thorns, spines on the stems. You can see the spines on the stems. So this plant is not having the leaves because to avoid the water loss from the stem. These don't have leaves. So they are having the spines. Okay, children. This is a cactus plant which you can see in the desert areas. But now we are growing them in our house also. But you can see in the desert areas there are big cactus plants. You can see. So some cactus plants we can eat. The fruits on the cactus plants also we can eat. Okay, children. Next one is sea coast. In the sea coast areas, what plants you can find, children? Take coconut. Most probably coconut plants you can find in the sea coast areas. Like this, coconut plants you can find in the sea coast areas. Yes. Coconut, rubber. Like these plants you can find. Coconut, rubber plants you can find in the sea coast areas. How the coconut plants will be, children? They will be where they are having the big stem. Yes, they are having the big stem and the leaves and also branches you can find at the top of the tree. So that what will happen? So in the sea coast areas the wind will blow very fastly. The blowing of the wind is very fast. So that these plants which are having their branches on the top of the plant, they can survive with that wind. So these leaves will be distant. The coconut plant leaves will be in the different distance. They have distance in between the leaves. So that what will happen? The wind blows means the wind will get in between the leaves. So that they can survive in the sea coast areas. This coconut and rubber plants they can survive in the sea coast areas only. If the wind blowing of the wind is very heavy in the sea coast areas. Yes. So their plants are having branches and leaves on the top of the plant. Yes. So see here, children, and also the swampy areas. What do you mean by swampy areas? Muddy and wet land. The land which is filled with mud and wet. here. Mangroves plants you can find the green. How they look like means children. See here. See, these are the mangroves. These are the mangroves. You can find these plants in the swampy areas. Mud. With the land is filled with mud and water. This is called swampy land. These mangroves, what the special features they are having means children. They will be in the roots. They will be in the water, which is filled. They will be in the soil, which is filled with water. Which is filled with water. And also children, these roots they cannot absorb the water. If the roots are filled with water, if the roots are in the water, they cannot take air to breathe. They cannot take air to breathe. So what these mangroves roots will do means some portion of the roots they will come out of the soil. Some portion of the roots they will come out of the soil. Like this you can see. There are some portion of the roots which are coming out of the soil. So that why they are coming out to take the breath. Why they are coming out to take the breath. So these roots which are coming out of the soil we call them as breathing roots. What they are having? Breathing roots. Some portion of the roots they will come out of the soil to take the breath. They are called what? Breathing roots. These mangroves they are having a special feature that breathing roots. They are having the breathing roots as a special feature to survive in swampy land. To survive in the swampy land, muddy and wet area. Because of water present in the soil which is filled with water, the roots cannot take the air. Roots cannot take air for breathing purpose. So they will come out of the soil for taking the breath. So these roots are called what? Breathing roots. These roots are called breathing roots. So these are the different places, children. These are the different places in which plants will grow, and the special features they are having to grow in that particular place. So tell me, children, can a mango plant can survive in this mountain? Can a mango plant can survive in this mountain? It will survive. So what are the special features that plants will have in the mountain? So they will be in the conical shape and leaves will be in the needle shape to avoid the falling of snow, and they will shed off the snow from the leaves which will be in the conical shape and leaves are needle in shape. So these mango tree cannot survive on the mountains. Yes, they cannot survive on the mountains. So if the snow falls in this mango tree, it will be these are having small leaves and also many branches. It will be round in shape. If the snow fall means the snow will be remains on the leaves and the tree will get spoiled very quickly. So this mango tree cannot survive on the mountains. Yes. So this is about the different places which are having the special features of the plants to live in that particular place. So now tell me, children, how does the leaf of the coconut tree help in facing high speed of wind? I have said you the coconut tree will be in the sea coast areas. How it will help the facing high speed wind? How it will face the high speed wind? See here, children, the coconut trees on seashores can withstand strong winds. They can withstand the strong winds as their leaves has many leaflets and air can pass easily. Their leaves has many leaflets as the air can pass very freely. Easily the air can pass. Though through them. The air can pass through them. For example, if you move your hand in water, like this, if you keep like this, if you move your hand, you will feel very hard. Yes, you will feel very hard if you move your hand like this. And if you remove your fingers and if you move your hand like this in the water, what will happen? You will feel free. You will feel free. The water will pass into your fingers, distance between your fingers, and you will feel very free. If you move like this, you feel very hard. Yes. So like that only coconut leaves also will be like this. They have so many leaflets and the wind will pass through the distance between the leaves and they will survive in that particular place. Okay. So have you understood, children? Plants on land. What do we call the plants which are present on the land? Yes, terrestrial plants. This is about the plants to grow, you have to write how does the physical feature help the plant to survive in that particular place. So first one see. Desert areas hot in the day, cold at night, sandy, scarcity of water. Desert areas how the climate will be? It will be very hot in the daytime and it is very cold in the night time. Okay? And see here, physical features that help the plants to grow here. What are the physical features that help the cactus plant to grow here? Yes, you know, it is, you have to write, how does the physical feature help the plant to survive? What are the physical features that is having? And how does the physical feature that helps to grow here? Okay, you have to write. And high mountains, very cold and windy, the land is very slopey. Okay, in the mountain areas, you have to write. And swampy areas, you have to write. Hot and moist weather, clayey soil filled with water. Okay. So next one, mango tree usually grows in plains. Yes. Why can a mango tree not grow on in the mountains? Why can it grow in the mountains? Why cannot it grow in the mountain? I have said you know. So you have to write by the seaside. Why it will not grow in the seaside? Yes, you have to write the answer. Okay, children, try to complete your volume. Thank you.